Do 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 da 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 do da 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 do dan do extra. Humi. See, where's there we go. There it is. Fucking calm down, FGO. Fucking video games, boy. Yeah. Yeah. No. There we go. Oh. Give people time. Whoa. That's loud. Gotta give people time to show up. Round 2, day 3. She believes in herself, and that's good. Yeah. So right now we are in day 3 of the second week, and facing attractive old man and fucking Robin Hood. Who is not Moe. I like it. I like that we're playing as such an. It feels more fun than just coming up with some random name or being named Tank, you know? Power of the Umu is strong in this one. I mean, I could have named myself Hakuno, but I didn't remember the full name, and instead of googling it, I just went to Yumisuka. It works out, right? What are these Helena videos? Oh, they actually work. That's a good clip. Good 5-second clip. That's Alpha's posting. I'm sick of these fucking. I gotta kill this moth. It's been cracking into my lamp for like an hour now, and it pisses me off. I like moths when they're not in my apartment, you know? I'm okay with moths, but I would prefer if they left. Hey, look at my back, bitch. Yeah, good. It's a strange feeling. Being able to one-shot shit. Alright, let's fucking do this. Touch and go. Activate. Days remaining. Prater, for some reason I feel uneasy at the prospect of you walking around the school. Let's walk around the school. Did somebody say walk around? How you doing, buddy? My relationship with my servant? It could be a lot worse, let me tell you. This isn't such a forgiving fight. You can just break off friendships and fix them later. I feel like if I think about it too hard, next time I'm going to be the one who doesn't advance. Why did I enter a game like this? If I win, I'll be scarred for life. Yeah, that's she's talking realistically. How you doing? Your opponent is Sir Dan Blackmore? Well, I'm still gonna fate just flush you down the toilet. Yeah, no, the ambient noise is loud, but I can't really do anything about it. That's just what the fucking background noise is like. It's really loud today. I can turn it down a little bit, but there's like... How about that? I ran into him outside the chapel. He's intimidating. Glad he's yours and not mine. I discovered my enemy's identity from the item I picked up yesterday. You should try it. The first floor's quiet. There's usually a lot of people here. Did something happen? Oh, some shit went down, huh? Well, let's wait on interacting with the first floor then, before we get fucked. Those student council members in black are a wealth of information. Do you ever talk to them? Yeah, occasionally. I went to the nurse's office just down. I couldn't help noticing the first floor is deserted. Is everyone in the arena? Does it feel like a grave around here, or is it just me? I mean... If you're like 30, 40, maybe. I'm still gonna be alive when Strange Fate gets an anime. Hey, buddy. If you need to escape an enemy, a basic strategy is to go where they can't easily follow. To run to a place where the enemy will have an advantage is sheer idiocy. Bum. Bum. Banana. What's up? You have a relic. Please let me see. This is sufficient. Next, we will view the stars on the 5th day, when there will be many visible. Yeah, we got hers next. Yeah, I think it gives a good feeling of people being wiped out. Just the fact that a few people that you talked to in the first week aren't here on the second week, you know? It's nice. I like it. What the fuck was that noise? Listen to this. The fucking hum gets fucked by the speed up. Oh yeah, and also I slowed down the speed up a little bit, so now it's easier to control during speed up. If I hold it down, it's max speed, but if I click it, it's just faster. That's nice. I can hold it down for maximum speed, or just leave it on like this and it runs, and click it again for more normal speed. Because this is way easier to control to just get around than the ultra speed I had earlier. I don't think you'd stand a chance against Sir Blackmore, to be honest. It would be a huge upset if you won, because it's almost certain you'll lose this time. Well, thank you for having faith in me, babe. Love you too. What is with the hum this time, by the way? I wonder why there is a hum. I'm sure there's something. I don't remember there being a hum in other days. Eh, here's no hum, right? It's just weird ambient noise. Hey, babe. You should be in the arena training instead of talking with me. You're still far too weak. Yeah, alright. Once we're strong enough, she'll let us eat her ass. Want to do an alteration? Yes. See, we got 3 to spend, so let's get D. There we go. We got a. Wait, what was that? Found the healer. Nice. And let's grab 1 in agility. No, we were getting more defense. That's what we were doing. We're gonna set defense to 40 and then start increasing strength again. Let's see. The best. I assume you mean Fate artists, not FGO artists. Since otherwise, for example, Saito Hiroki would be viable, but he's a Delightworks employee. There's also Redrop, who is just a person that gets dragged in. So out of the people that reliably work for Fate, I think you'd rank them as Wada, then Paco, and then Takeuchi of those 3. Arise, Nero. Arise, Nero. Get up. Paco's got a very good art style, but Paco does essentially just draw 2 characters, you know? Paco draws those 2 characters, the handsome skinny guy and the cute girl, Nero style, very well. But you really notice it with Demon Lord Nobunaga, who essentially, while she is attractive, she does essentially look like Arjuna with tits. Face-wise. Like, she's got a male Paco face, almost. Because Paco just has 2 characters she draws and then varies them. Draws them very well, but 2 characters. And you gotta compare that to Wada, who has a massive range. I would say that Paco is probably the better illustrator, based on Paco's like full works with lots of shit going on and pictures and such. Paco does really good illustrations. I don't know if Avenger Nobu is both genders. I think the male one is just the second stage because she wants to be a shonen style, you know? But yeah, the point remains. I think Wada's the better artist and Paco's the better illustrator. I think Demon Lord Nobu is definitely intended to be a handsome woman. But the only girl I've seen Paco draw is Nobu. I haven't seen other girls by them, so I can't really judge, you know? I'd have to see more female designs or drawings by Paco to judge if they can draw women outside of Nobu. Nobu is very cute. I like Nobu. They do a very nice Nobu. As I set foot on the first floor foyer, a sudden chill runs through me and freezes me in place. Hey, this is a bad feel. Prater, do not look behind you. Should you do so, your fate will be sealed. I don't need Saber's warning to know that I'm being watched. Yeah, some bullshit's going on. There's no doubt that I am being stalked by a servant. Breathe slowly and quietly. Do nothing that will draw attention to yourself. Ooh, now that's a fucking choice. Ooh. Run into the schoolyard or escape into the arena. I'm gonna try run into the schoolyard. I feel like that is the higher chance of murdering me, which makes me more interested in picking that. I try to calm down and prepare for action as Saber and I make eye contact. 1, 2, 3. Prater, run! I need to find a place with decent visibility. Oh, the schoolyard would be good. I'll be in plain sight there, but so will my enemy. Gasping for breath, I run past the shoe rack. I'm almost there. Right when I'd almost made it to the schoolyard, an unpleasant sensation rips into the joint of my neck and back, like a steel rod has been jammed in. What are you doing today, Robin? Huh? Hey, Balder. Do we just get shot in the neck? Order up? Whew, I'm glad this master was easy. Yeah, we just got fucking murdered. Yeah, good, I like it. He just fucking shoots us. Something warm oozes down my back, and I feel myself growing cooler with each heartbeat. I wonder what Saber had been yelling about. I guess I'll never know. My body refuses to function anymore. That was a dead end. You're dead as hell, boy. Very dead. Glad we didn't get up too much. So this time we will just hold on. We'll transport ourselves to the chapel. We'll do the upgrade. What was her... What was it that she got this time? I want to check that out this time. I didn't check it last time. I should check it in stat... No. No! Status! There you go. Found the healer. Oh! Absorbs enemy HP when using break. I see! That's an interesting... So against certain enemies, this is fucking crazy if you get a lot of... If they're big guarders. It gives you drain on heal, huh? I like it. I like it. Let's save. No, not that. There. And we'll go to the second floor. Checking the room if there's anything to talk about. Hey, Nero. The note. Gakin, gakin. That's cute. I like they're translating it as clashing metal, but I like that she's essentially saying cling clang. The cling clang of swords.
もう駆け出しとは言えぬな。だが、ここらが限度であろう。ここまでよく指揮をした。褒めて取らす。世もそなたに負けぬよう、体を鍛えるとしよう。
Yeah, good girl. Good girl, Nero. And now we can go get murdered by David again. Let's see, let's do it smart. We'll go to the commissary as well. Everyone's just fucking gone. I got some of everything. And now, let's die. Escape into the arena. I try to calm down and prepare for action as Saber and I make eye contact. 1, 2, 3. Predator, run! I think Kintoki. I prefer Kintoki. He's a little more mentally close to modern times compared to Ku. Like Ku can adapt pretty well to just making do, but he's still sort of, you know, very much a medieval brain, while Kintoki is only from a few hundred years ago mentally, so he can handle society. He can handle talking to a normal person much better. Together, Saber and I make a mad scramble for the arena entrance. We've come this far, maybe... It's too soon to relax, Master. I still sense that someone is out for our blood. This hero is rather roguish, menacing us from the shadows. I enjoy the hunt, but not being hunted. We must find a position to retaliate from. Let's go, girl. What's up, you fucking thing? What did these do? It's been a while since I played now. Let's see how much my brain can remember. Oh, that's easy. I feel like this one's gonna be... this, maybe? Fucking dead as hell, boy. Oh, break, 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 huh? Maybe he's doing like triple break, triple attack and shit like that. They're still pretty tricky just because of the weird pattern. Anyways, these are see-through hallways, so we can't exactly take a strategic position here. Let's go fight some bitey boys. Alright, break, attack, break, break, attack, break, maybe? I'm full alert. A voice screams inside my head that I have to keep running, but I can't. Were we able to get away? What's up, faggot? So called that. Thanks for being such an easy-to-read master. Yo, what's up? Die! Not this time. He shot an arrow at us. He's a smart one, shooting from our blind spot. However, Saber blocked the arrow that had been aimed at us the moment we entered the arena. Or so I thought. Sharp pain. Now look, I see a small gash in my arm. Makes me nauseous. More nauseous than seeing a small wound like that would warrant. Saber stopped the surprise attack, but while I was focused on running away, there was a second arrow. 2 arrows? Both laden with poison. The enemy's an archer. I struggled to stay conscious as the poison starts to course through my system. Whoever that servant is, they landed a really good shot. There's no doubt that the enemy is an archer. What's good is knowing that going to do me if I die. Before the poison spreads, I have to retreat to a safer place. So now that would be immediately use a fucking just back out, right? This is a bit of a puzzle, but I assume it's telling me to retreat from the arena this time. Hey, the classic archer skills. Well, let's not... Oh. Oh, okay, I get it. I'm poisoned. That makes sense. Okay, so that's what's going on. I get it. Okay, that's not so bad then. So if you run out of MP, you're fucked. Eat shit. Eat shit, buddy. I've leveled up a lot. I have lots of plenty bonus MP. We finally made it to exit. Arch's poison has pretty much paralyzed me. Took all of my strength just to stay conscious. Let's hurry back while I can still move my legs. Well, I guess I'm not allowed to farm the arena today, baby! There's no room for more Robin Hood. It's never gonna be anything more than a 3-star unit because that's the limit of his legend. There shouldn't be other versions of Robin Hood. At most, a summer version. But that's it, to be honest. Like a summer assassin version, that's all I could see for Robin Hood. And even then, it would still be another 3-star or 4-star at the most. The enemy servant seems to be an archer, with poison arrows at their disposal. That grey-haired knight is not as venerable as I imagined. He has been corrupted by the Holy Grail. Now is not the time to speak ill of the enemy, not when you are the one in trouble here. A master's pact with the moon cell limits their experience of physical functions on school grounds. The pain should disappear if you are in the school, but you must seek treatment tomorrow morning. Oh, I think I get it. Ronnie's gonna help us out. Because now we're gonna scan Ronnie. Save your progress. Dun, 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 dun. Let me know if the sound ends up being too quiet, by the way. We turn it down because of the ambient noise, but... just in case, I'll get checked out at the nurse's office. The cat fuck bullshit again? Who the fuck is this? Hey, it's the 4th cat again! I haven't seen this guy in a while. What are you doing here, dude? Let's turn on the fucking flashlight, look at you. Hey, you fucking fat fuck. It's that cat again. It's the orange one. The one that I took a single pic of was like, who? This guy is fucking huge. Jesus Christ, that's a fat one. Hold on, let me take a photo of this fucker. This guy's big. This is a fucking big cat. I'll post it in Screech. It's essentially Garfield, yeah. Anyways, he makes Baldur uncomfortable, so I'm gonna chase him off, but... hold on. This is only the 2nd time I've seen this cat. He seems pretty chill, and he's very big. Significantly larger than Baldur. Jappo's drawing CAG content! Yes! Yes! This is Taxina, a toxin from a jute tree. It's quite a terrifying natural poison. I don't know how much of it I can treat with my abilities, but I'll do what I can. But you can't let this happen to you again. You only have one body, okay? Treat it well. Sakamoto administers a detox treatment to me on a bed in a nurse's office. She must be giving me a treatment because it was inflicted outside of the elimination battles. God bless Yappo, dude. And God bless Kag. While I dwell on that thought, the doors to the nurse's office open, admitting a surprise visitor. Hey man, how you doing? And the unexpected caller is my enemy master. I try to rid myself, but I have no strength to call upon. However, his actions greatly betray my expectations. I feel like he's gonna apologize. I've destroyed the noble phantasm, the source of the poison arrows. The effects should dissipate. Holy shit, what? God damn, this guy has a fucking spinal cord on him. Jesus. He gets so mad at his servant that he orders him to destroy the jute tree? Jeez. Their effects should dissipate. Please accept this token of my apology, if only to humor me. What does this man standing by my bed mean that he disabled his noble phantasm? And Archer, I'm disappointed in your use of underhanded tactics, used without my permission. To break the sovereign rules of the battlefield is to sunder the fabric of your character. This war is between individuals, not countries. There is no longer any need to resort to savagery. A quiet confession. There's something unshakable about the conviction underlying those solemn words. Archer, your master, Dan Blackmore, commands you with the force of a command seal. I hereby prohibit any attacks on enemy masters with your Jew bow while on campus. What? Are you crazy, boss? I thought you wanted this to be an easy win. Dan doesn't fuck around. Of course, and I will not lose. My victory is a natural outcome of the situation. However, Archer, I speak only to my own resolve. My fight and yours are separate. There are circumstances in which we may not win. My victory is not the same as yours. The command seals. The 3 absolute commands that a master may give their servant. Astonishingly, this old knight in front of me has used one of his command seals to force his own servant to fight fairly. Please understand that my servant acted improperly and against my deepest wishes. I intend to grasp victory only on the battlefield proper. I hope you can forgive this incident. That said, Dan turns around and walks off. Jeez, man. I retract what I said last night. This man is worthy of the title of knight. He proved his honor by apologizing with a command seal and revealing the name of his noble phantasm. Yeah, I would agree. I feel like a lot of archers are fuckers. Like, all of the significant archers I can think of are fuckers. You got Emiya, you got Robin Hood, you got Arjuna, who's definitely a fucker. You got Chloe, who fucks. So, you know, by definition, she is a fucker. Of course, Ishtar. Arash is the concentrated honor of all archer servants. GS makes a point too. Well, Atalanta is a good girl, but she's still a bit of a fucker. Nyx makes a good point. They're not really like... They're the least knightly of the 3 knight classes. He proved his honor by apologizing for comments. I'm impressed by his warrior spirit, though he's naive to be so honorable. Unfortunately for the knight, we too desire an honorable fight. Mr. Wheelboy? I don't know. He's really angry. David is definitely a fucker, dude. I like David. He is a fucker. An electronic chiming sounds from my terminal. What the fuck? These are a bunch of drunkards. The secondary suffix key has been generated. The second trigger has appeared. I need to find it before the elimination battle begins. I'd better head to the arena while I still can. Nobu is definitely a fucker. I like Nobu, but she is a fucker. Everyone was talking about how you got attacked. I guess you were in the nurse's office at the time. Hey, Ronnie! Hey. To think a dude like Sir Blackmore broke the rules. It's like the penalties mean nothing to him. Acting independently? Calling me surprised? Interested. You and your servant are out of sync? Independent action is both a really good and really troublesome skill in the end, you know? About the Jew bow. A short bow made from Jew. Considered sacred by the Celts. Using Jew is thought to signify that one has become one of the forest. Makes sense for Robin Hood to have. If you ask me, the servant who attacked you acted on his own. It's pretty pointless of him, though, since he screwed up. Or rather, you thwarted his plan. Mink is being outsmarted by his dad, huh? Good. I was watching, so you act to avoid danger by lockers. I'm not going to fall for your little woe is me act. This guy's a fucker. Fuck this guy. He's just a bitch at everything. No way, you're alive? I heard you got ambushed in the school, so I just assumed. Fuck these two. These two are bitches. I heard that you were attacked while on campus. That could have been disastrous. Sir Blackman will be heavily penalized for his actions. Also, failure pains him greatly. What the penalty is, as a result, a heavy revision of a servant's ability score will be put in place. Damn. So he's not so. Basically, we are cheating here because Robin Hood is gonna go in with no noble phantasm and a fucking reduced stats and everything. Hey, Ronnie. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. This is efficient. Next we will view the stars on the 5th day. It is the 5th day! And there will be many visible. Actually, no, this is the 4th day. Never mind. Rin! Rin! No! Oh, hey. Ah, my persimmon! So it was in your arena after all. Thank you so much for getting it for me. Give Tiger the box of persimmons. Hehe! I can finally share this with everyone. Oh, I just remembered something. Yumisuga, a student asked me for help, but you do a better job, so could you help them instead? No way, fag. Are you serious? I guess chivalry's dead after all. Guess I'll just have to find someone else. You're a lifesaver. It seems one of the girls dropped her glasses in the arena. She said they dropped to the bottom of the arena's second floor, but she isn't sure. It'd be great if you could poke around the second floor of the arena as well. She lost them on the second floor. Please try to find them sometime in the second round. Thanks. Why would I? No. I don't think there's a lot of Waver Taiga shippers because they only interact in like a side story that a lot of people don't even see. If you don't take care of the servant that attacked you, you'll be slapped with a penalty. You blew it? Wow, you suck. If my servant was on the case, he'd have beheaded the jerk. Well, fuck you too, then. I was in the arena at the time. The word is that you had a little dust-up with your opponent. I guess all's fair in love and war. Odd how none of this popped up in the first round, though. Everyone's just out here roasting me. I don't deserve this. I shouldn't say this, but I'm way jealous that you're getting special treatment from Nurse Sakura. Well, maybe you shouldn't be such a bitch. Then you'd get some special treatment too, huh? I know she's just an NPC, but the moment I saw that white robe, I was in love. This man horny for nurses. I know there's no time to be doing their exercises, but they really do help me relax. It feels energizing to jog. Yeah, I agree. Check this out. Woo! That's energizing. There are penalties for breaking the rules in this virtual world. Even so, some masters aren't afraid to break them, or their servants take the initiative. You can't really blame them if you consider that the Holy Grail is at stake. I mean, I can't blame them. Do-do-do-do-do-do. The magic. Please, level me up! Please! Hey, food man, what you doing? It looks like yesterday was brutal. Get used to it. This place is a battlefield after all. What am I up to? I was thinking about ways to make the food here contain 100% more deliciousness. Now this guy has priorities. That's fucking life goals right there. Hey, I was wondering who was causing all this ruckus on campus. I take it you're up to something? Just remember, it's only cheating if you get caught. We found a Chinese person. We found a Chinese person. Found them. Chinaman detected. We're all fighting a war, so anything goes. What happened yesterday? I was in the arena the entire day, so I missed what happened. You were attacked on campus. I guess there's no place safe to be found in this place. Even if someone attacked me on campus, I know my darling would be there to save me. That and my darling servant is like super powerful. Is it? Is it powerful? Look me in the eye. Is it powerful? It's powerful. Run away. It's time for the second floor. Now to get my ass kicked by random enemies. Oh, this is a cool aesthetic. Fucking ruins. I wonder, these feel kind of Romans. I wonder if she's gonna react to them. Like, look. Is this a secret path? No, it isn't. Is it like, oh, there's a labyrinth down there. Never mind, this is like Greek. I really like those weird quotes. Yeah, it's nice. No, we're fighting Dan right now. Man, I do not believe in these hallways. They're hiding something from me, I can tell. Yeah, she liked it. That's a big fucking fish. Oh, cowboy. You see how this guy fucks us up. I wonder if he has the same patterns as the first tier. Oh, I don't like that. Guard. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be like... Let's do it like this. Take a chance here. Watch me get my ass kicked. Okay, guard. Guard. Break. And the second one is attack. Break. Okay. So that was guard, attack, break. I don't think they will. Hollow Atraxa is essentially covered by Emiya Gohan plus Carnival Phantasm. They might make at some point they might make an OVA series just for the yeah, like an OVA series or a movie or two just for Beset's part. I think that's possible after. I would see them doing that after a new Fate adaptation, which I'm still hoping comes after the Heaven's Feel ones are done. But it's still up in the air what's gonna happen. This one definitely gonna be a break guard attack, so I'm gonna take my chances. Well, I was wrong. It was attack, guard, break. So the ones that we're running into now is guard, attack, break, and attack, guard, break. It's break on the third one, no matter what it seems like. I think Elmaloy anime has been great so far. It's really lived up to the hype for me. The first one wasn't really so much of a mystery as just the introduction to the characters. Oh, there's a secret path. This is an intricate fucking map. What's going down here? I think episode 2 was solid for just the concept of introducing characters. It showed off Grey a little bit. I don't think it really intended to be a proper mystery. I really, because it was a single episode one. I think the big mysteries are gonna be 2 episode stories. Wait, this is aren't these guard break guard? I think that's what they do. Like this. Yeah, I remember correctly. I know the answer to that. To both of them, but I don't know if I should say it, because I don't know how much of the information is stuff that's revealed later on. It's a case where I know stuff because of research, and I'm not sure how much of it is stuff told in the story itself and how much of it is side information, you know? Oh. Guard, break, guard, guard. Guard, break, guard. I'm sure it will answer the questions, or at least tell us in some way. Because it definitely made an effort to make her to. The episode 2 really put in, like, it very deliberately showed us that she resembles Saber, focusing on her braids and ahoge and everything, which I liked. It was a nice non-verbalized way of pointing it out. This is a fucking big map. What the hell? Jesus Christ. I'm excited. Nero's slowly shrinking as you power her up. Oh yeah, these ones guard sometimes. These ones have a really messy AI. I just don't know what I do. Oh, we got a new healing item. Oh, I should be using the Ether Powder, by the way. It's actually the weaker healing item compared to the Ether Shard. Oh yeah, I used 50. It's fucking nothing. Here, have another one. I think they're not bothering with the ones that people aren't that interested in. They could have started with America, but it doesn't surprise me that they're only adapting Camelot and Babylon. I actually somehow missed what I just got there. Did someone see what I got? I was talking and looked away and missed it. I would not be surprised if they used a flashback to tell us what happened at the end of London. That's what I expect. The fuck? This is an actual. The hell is this map? Jesus. This map is too big. Codworks has made bad anime and they made good anime, and it's up in the air how good this one is gonna be. But I did think the trailer looked good. I have pretty high hopes for it nonetheless. Please tell me it ends here. It doesn't. It just keeps going. Ah! This map is too big. Ah, lots of money though. Hey, Mumu. So break on the third one, no matter what. Guards, that's okay. This one's gonna guard attack. Break, guard attack, break. I have not looked at what they did to Persona, but I never had any expectations out of Persona, so I'm also biased. Switch. Activate the switch? Yes. All the way over there. Open the door. I'm really glad you can make a bigger map if you need to. I think I'm gonna leave this one up because this map is just too big for my brain. I'm running around a map and getting lost. Not quite lost. The best summary I could give would be... we survived Robin Hood's attack, and Dan got really pissed off and fucking came in to us at the hospital and in front of us used a command spell to seal Robin Hood's fucking noble phantasm so he can't attack us anymore. Or any master destroyed his noble phantasm. Like a real Chad. Okay, good. So we explored that part of it. No. Haha, he's spawning behind us. Nope, not today, bitch. Oh, it keeps telling me I should just check the matrix. It keeps telling me there's new info. Yeah, Jubo, Holy Bow Supplication. The wood used to make the Jubo wielded by this servant was taken from a specific tree located in the forest he used as his base of operations. It has the power to identify and amplify any impurities, both physical and mental, causing them to explode with incredible force. Yew trees have many mystical and religious connotations attributed to them by Celtic beliefs, and the act of making a bow from the wood of a Jew. I don't know how it's pronounced. I'm just assuming it's pronounced Yew. Was seen as a contract to become one with the forest. It was also believed that yew trees served as signposts with the deceased to guide them to the afterlife. It was this connection between yew and death that caused the servant to remark that he wanted to be buried where his final arrow fell. To nobody's surprise, it landed at the foot of the yew tree where he first got the wood to make his bow. Yew? Okay, so I'm not too far off at least. I could definitely see London as just a 40-minute thing. Please don't bully me. Hello. Guard first is gonna be guard. There you go. Now that I've learned that the bulls just cycle through. I knew what I wanted to put in, and I put in something else because I am brain damaged. Guard on the third one. No, it's two of his three combos is break at the third one. I guess this one has a third cycle. This one is it also has break, attack, guard. So they can have guard in all three of them. Two of them have break in the third, and the third one has break as the first. Good to know. Break is never second. Wait, the break is second. No, break is never second. Is that a guard or attack second? Level 14. Do 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 attack. This one, attack second would be guard first, I think. It might be attack first. Let's take a chance. Yes. I expect the Camelot movie to just be a bunch of really cool scenes. Let's use the secret path. Hello. It's a bit odd to not have surprise attack mechanics in this, but I can see why they don't work with the system. Break first should be attack second, like this. Yes. Yeah, you got the Chaldia anime. The Rio anime is your Carnival Phantasm. You're very cute, Nero. You're also very short. Jesus Christ, you're short. You're so short. What's in here? Fortune key. What is this one? Fortune key. Man's MP increased by 40? Oh! Oh, that's just a straight up massive upgrade. I'm losing 10 mana to get a buff. Yeah, sure, hell yeah. I'll give up 10 mana for this. There's a bitey boy. Let's see, this should be just attack, attack, break, right? Or is it attack, attack? It's been a while since I fought a bitey boy. Was it 4 attacks and then 2 breaks? I think they just attack and break, but I'm trying to remember if the third one is... Let's take a chance and say it's attack, attack, break. I just remember that they're tricky boys. Okay, good. Attack, attack, break. Oh, now I remember. They're attack, attack, guard, right? And then attack, guard, attack, break. Shit like that. They use 2 attacks and then 1 of the card, and 2 attacks and the other of the cards. I think that's what these ones did, if I remember correctly. It might have been a different enemy that does that, but I think it's these ones. What's in this one? Healing. Lots of chumpy boys in here. Okay. Oh, wait, you also have attack, attack, break, attack, attack. Fuck, I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna attack here. Okay, good. Get him with an equalizer. I would imagine she gets new animations at some point. Probably at when you unlock something significant. What are you gonna... what is this one? I'm just gonna guard here and see what happens. Oh, that's a break. See, it's break and then a shit ton of attacks. Okay. Break and 5 attacks. Interesting. Take a good experience. Get rid of all these other powders, I don't have to build them in inventory. Is this the thing Taiga asked for? Demonic eye blockers. Man, Nero has the same reaction to everything you pick up with Taiga. It's just, wow. Oh, black film glasses. That's what I thought about. This is a fucking... look at how big this map is compared to the ones we've had before. Damn. That's a lot of map. There's almost as many maps as on Tumblr.
花のない面構えをな。行くぞ。
Just attack. I don't understand these enemies I'm just gonna attack. Yeah, I was a bit surprised as well that there wasn't a I was also surprised there was no Last Encore collab. That was a really good opportunity. Hey, stranger. That was a really good opportunity for them to put in Arani in some form. This is a bee, right? Am I fighting a bee? I'm fighting a bee. They attack on the first one, and then they use break. And use break. Could have had Kuren. By far the high point of Last Encore was Demi-Servant Rin. What a good design. There we go. Yeah, let's give me some. These ones are really reliably killable, so let's get some easy experience while they're here. Break second means. Yeah. This should be it. Oh, never mind, it's guard first. I was the fool. These ones have lots of patterns. I'm having trouble keeping track of what these fuckers do. At least this one's easy. I could have tried out her special self-heal thing, but I'll do that next time. Yeah, the fairy tale floor is interesting about Last Encore, but otherwise the entire thing was messy. Hey, stranger, you got your own bow. Hold on. No, he's just eating from the wrong bowl. He does that sometimes if it runs out. If it runs out in his own bowl, he will eat from boulders. But as long as there's food in his, he won't eat from boulders. He's a pretty well-behaved cat, to be honest. I think it's because he's a bit older, so he's generally a quick learner. Up here, I think was just a chest, so let's go here. Yes, just a chest. This should be the cipher then. Oh yeah. No, Strange the cat's the second cat that's been around the longest. He's the one that Balder is actually friends with. He's been around for over a year now. Good, we've obtained the cipher key. Now we can proceed to the rest of training at our leisure. Honestly, time really fucking flies, considering it's been, I think, either 1 or 2 years since I first met Stranger. Since he first showed up. He's a good cat. Nice. That should be, unless I've been fucked by some sort of shortcut, this should be a 100% on the first run through. Return to campus.
性だ。早く戻って湯あみをしたい。
Yes. Yes. Very good. Very good. And also very good is this. More CAG art. Yes. Truly, the release of CAG has been a blessing upon our souls. Well, my soul at the very least. CAG, man. So glad they put her in, dude. God bless. Excellent. 100% everything. Put CAG in as the final boss. Every sleeping Nero is a blessing upon this playthrough. If Shiro summoned Mordred, she would kick his fucking ass. For no real reason, I head to the chapel where I encounter a man dressed in green. Damn. Sorry about yesterday. I think that the fact your wound did not threaten your life is a silver lining, however. Sir Knight, I care nothing about your servant, but I'm impressed by your behavior. However, it concerns me greatly that you chose to use a command seal to assist us. Yes, I have been questioning my actions as well. To use one of the 3 command seals given to me to help my enemy of all things. Command seals, the 3 irrefutable commands given to all the masters in the Holy Grail War. Yeah, Shiro couldn't summon our. If we look at all the characters that Shiro could summon, even if he had like a part of the, because you gotta consider there's the 2 aspects of summoning a servant. It's compatibility and catalyst. And even with a catalyst of the Holy Grail, or the Round Table, I think he would summon almost any other knight before he summoned Mordred. My personal opinion is that he would summon Gawain if he didn't summon Artoria. Because Gawain also has a big guilt of something he didn't succeed in doing, and he wants to pay back even at the cost of his own well-being. Shiro would still have a lot of compatibility with Gawain. Both of them feel like they owe others their own well-being, essentially. If it's within the rules, they will guarantee that an action is performed, whatever the cost. It was the right thing to do. Also, I'm here on behalf of Her Majesty, the Queen. It has been a long time since... No, this is the first time a fight has been for personal reasons. As a mere soldier, I'd have praised Archer's actions. As a knight, I must condemn them. As I did, I could almost feel as if the spirit of my wife approved and was proud of me. That's wholesome. I like that. This is a good guy. I like Dan. Dan's a good man. Shame we gotta kill him. But I can respect this guy. He's got honor, he's got priorities, and he's doing what his wife would want. So he had a wife. It's the same story every old man has. It's been so long I've even forgotten the sound of her voice. It's an obvious truth. As a soldier, one is required to abide by military regulations. There are no allowances made for even one such as myself to go beyond what is permitted. if we're talking about who in the FSN would summon what from the round table, I think Sakura would summon Tristan because they're both little bitches who complain all the time. You should take care too. The ends don't always justify the means. Regret is an insidious thing. If you let it, it will blind you to the future and all it holds. So know this, young lady. I will never condone any conduct that will stain my conscience. Nothing more came from what seemed to be an apology of sorts. And beyond the journey itself, the path to the Grail lies in dignity and self-respect. It's odd that I'd speak like this to you. You do well to laugh at the musings of this old man. That said, the old man closes his eyes. Maybe the worst form of bad man is to disturb him while he's praying. And it'd be better if I used to leave. Master, it is the 5th day. Shouldn't we go see Ranni and hear what information she has for us? Now that we have her cooperation, we should definitely speak of her on a regular basis. Let's go talk to Curry, and then during the break in an hour I will eat curry. Because I got those 2 free servings from the Thai place. So I'm gonna try one of them out in an hour during the break. Heat it up. So I tried talking with that girl in white on the 3rd floor. We had this normal conversation. I was so not expecting that. She's so scary, always mumbling about the stars and stuff. Yeah, Ranni's he's the same. He's like, hey, she's actually kind of nice. I'm going to lose the whole prep period if I keep freaking out. I need to get on top of things. I haven't routine my triggers. I better hurry. Oh, you're dead, bitch. This bitch is dead. This bitch is dead. She is like... She's like half an inch taller than us. Look. She's just barely taller. I like when if I go down here, it looks like she's way taller. Wait a minute, man. I started assaulting you yesterday in spite of a spate of attacks. My opponent came after me too. Your opponent got farther with you than mine did with me, but that's a good thing for you. That sir in front of Blackmore doesn't mean diddly. The guy's ex-military, a sniper even. He's got a hold on you though. Well, none of my beeswax. He's not my opponent. He's a sniper, huh? So he's cool. Snipers are cool. I like snipers. Sir Blackmore apologized to me in passing yesterday, saying, I'm sorry for the commotion. I think the chivalry bug got to him bad. He thinks he's a real knight. Waver could summon... You gotta remember that Zhuge Liang is still a heroic spirit, and he only chose to inhabit Waver out of essentially laziness. If you in the Waver's fates, he talks about how the man is like an inhuman entity almost, and doesn't want to interact with humans if he doesn't have to, and that's why he was picked a human with some. Zhuge Liang essentially picked Waver as compatible out of the people getting burned by Solomon. Blackmore's your opponent, right? I saw him apologize about the sneak attack, but that could be an act. Never let your guard down. Basically, Waver couldn't summon Elmaloy, but he could summon Zhuge Liang as actual Zhuge Liang, not Elmaloy. Considering they're already adaptable enough to be able to pseudo each other, that would mean by nature that you could also summon him. It appears you're worried about the girl on the 3rd floor, Ranni, but while I'm envious that you gained the trust of such a woman, do not let lust cloud your judgment. Issei, buddy, just because your boyfriend's not here doesn't mean you can cock block me. Faggot. Alright, let's eat some curry. Good day. I see you have brought something of Sir Blackmore's, as I had requested. I give you my thanks. You brought it at the right time, as I can read Sir Blackmore's star today. She said she wished to learn more about people and humanity in general. But still, I wonder if what I'm doing now is really okay. As a master, I feel uneasy having another master help me, especially as we might have to fight one another. My professor's words are my guide. He told me specifically to learn about humans. So please put your mind at ease. You have nothing to worry about from me. Learning more about Sir Blackmore will help your cause as well, correct? With her mechanical reasoning, Ranni examines what might be Archer's arrow. She mumbles and then nods in understanding. With this... Brushing the object softly with her fingers, Ranni closes her eyes and turns her face to the sky. Hey, I'll go first. He just fucking murders a cat. The fate of which the stars speak. You can learn many things if you simply open your mind. The star which governs Sir Blackmore's servant shines brightly in the heavens today. To be honest, I have no clue as to what astrology is or what it's supposed to accomplish, but she claims that today certain portents can be read in the stars, and I believe that she can see things about his servant. Astrology, is it? I can see various stars in the sky, but they only confuse and rankle me. So she looks at the sky and gets upset. That's cute. I like that. Just... Damn you, stars! She's fucking pissed off. What are you angry about, Neo? I'm angry about the moon! I don't understand these stars. It angers me. However, I'm curious about her professor. As for this girl's motives, I wish to know more. For today only, I shall feign ignorance on this matter of the stars. I find myself in a forest. It's deep, dark. Running her hand along Archer's arrow, the now entranced Ranni begins speaking in a quiet tone. An incredibly dark color. At times a harbinger of infamy. Life spent in darkness. Admiration mixed with trepidation. The color of the solitary path he walks. His green-clad form blends in with the forest. He snipes his enemies from the shadows. It seems that the servant's way of life created a noble phantasm that would conceal him. A life that consisted of cowering in the darkness, shooting his enemies from afar. It seems totally at odds with Dan, who would fight with dignity and honor. And I agree. I think that there must be some sort of longing hidden deep within his soul. A desire to live an honest life, out in the full light, and warp from the sun. I'm gonna call it here. The reason that Dan summoned Robin Hood is because Robin Hood lived as, Robin Hood obviously, but he wished he could have been an honest man. And Dan is ashamed of his life as a war sniper, and that's why he acts so chivalrous. So essentially Dan is what Robin Hood wishes he could be. Something like that is what I'm gonna say is why they synchronized and he was summoned. I racked my brain trying to think of a hero out of legend who would fit such a description. I started with those who are heroes because they were named so, although that'll take a while. I think I understand now. A folk could only play the role of the hero, but never be one himself. I wonder if the legendary soul I found myself allied with shares the same bleak history. That's also possible, but I don't know, it might be both. As I try to follow his line of thought, Ranni begins to speak again in the same quiet tone. This may not be the one that I'm searching for. To say clearly, I'm not sure though. Longing is the reason for this fissure. This is something told by my professor, a part of humans that I understand. I can feel him deep within the second floor of the arena. Maybe you should talk to him directly. After lowering her head in a bow and thanking me again, she once again turns her eyes to the sky. A mismatched cog. I wonder if I'll mesh with anything. With my servant, with all that's happening around me. No, Iskander, you gotta consider, that one doesn't count because Waver had Iskander's catalyst, and it was a catalyst that couldn't summon anything but Iskander. Waver's a case of having an explicit catalyst. I'm sure Waver has. I think Waver probably has a bit of synchronicity with young Iskandar, but I definitely think it was the cloak that did it. That Sir Blackmore's ahead of the game. He's got battle experience and plenty of confidence. What's wrong with my assessment? I think it's totally fair. The interesting thing for me about I think that Shiro, if we're ignoring the if you're thinking of the catalyst part, I think it would also be possible for Shiro to summon Galahad, obviously, and to summon Benivir. But the combination of the catalyst that is Avalon and his own high similarity to Artoria meant that he really ended up summoning her. I expect that there's nothing gonna be something new each week. Yeah. But Blackmore guy is way too compassionate. If I were him, I'd have whacked you right there. Yeah, I wouldn't. Look, I mean, on one hand, summoning the entire gaggle of Artorias would definitely be a dream situation, but on the other hand, that would be quite the food bill. No, I mentioned Galahad and Bedouir as also being related to Avalon, and that he gets Artoria because he both has compatibility with her and Avalon. It's a combination of things. I pretended to get injured in the arena so that I could get tender, loving care from Sakura, but she said, "Didn't I already give you medicine? Maybe I need to break my leg or something." This man is fucking horny. Calm down, dude. Actually, you know, you're right about that, Ice. Damn, Blackmore's servant didn't show itself during the attack the other day. I had no idea Noble Phantom could be defensive. I don't know which legendary soul it belongs to. No, Stan, you know who that guy is? He's Quan. Quan's the guy who aggressively defends Sakura while having consumed nothing of her story at all. Get fucking called out, bitch. You know I'm right. You should be in the arena. I gotta get stronger so she'll let me eat her ass. She just keeps saying this to me until then. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? It's gotta be some sort of system malfunction. Hey, what's the big idea, you? Eavesdropping on someone who's talking to herself? Fine, whatever. You're just facing me. Damn. We were pretty far away from the next skill now. You gonna complain? Yeah, she is. Sakura Tange, dude. She makes even grumpy whining really cute. Isn't that old man your opponent? Yeah, we saw it in the chapel, but instead of doing alterations of the soul, he merely prays. I wonder, is he praying for the souls of those he's defeated, or for the absolution of his own? What is it, Harry? Are you writing something? Yeah, I'm happy about it. It's good. Did you hear about the master who doesn't have a servant yet? He goes to the chapel sometimes. Is he just slow, or is it due to a bug in the Grail Spore system? Either way, he's a goner. What? What? There's a guy with no servant? I can't imagine having no servant, man. You're in the second week. Yeah, how do you get? Did he just fucking like sprint through the arena, grab both ciphers in a panic, and he won because his opponent didn't get his ciphers? That's the only thing I can imagine, that he's fucking lucked out. That's pretty wild. Hey, where your boyfriend at? Hey, well, your boyfriend's gone. Wanna make out? My darling's been so gloomy lately. When I ask what's wrong, he just stares at me and mumbles. I wish he'd tell me what's wrong. I know I'd be able to cheer him up. At least I think I could. NTR. 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 Yeah, you know what? I could believe it being Kuzuki. He definitely looked like he could kick our ass. Yeah, okay. I'm trying here. I'm trying to level you up. I'm doing my best. Please don't bully me. Parato's nice. It's fun. It adds good flavor that she calls you that instead of master. I'm missing one piece of information. I think I checked everywhere now. So let's head into the arena, since I think they said he was in the arena and we should talk to him. Master, I must admit to being moved by both his sorrow and his resolve. But now is not the time for sentimentality. Let us go to the arena. There's still much to do. I understand why some people say Maestro, but I definitely think Praetor just sounds better. It's the arena entrance. Should I head inside? Yes. I agree with the choice of better. The glory of the night-shrouded world and the defiled faceless hero. What is justice and at the cost of whose pride? It's fucking 14-year-old writing poetry. It's good. Oh, GS, I know. GS, hey, GS. The weird little poetry blurbs at the beginning of each map. That's Nero. It's Nero writing them. Ah, that would be perfect. Nero writing dumb little poems. Parata, I feel their presence nearby. I have no doubt they're on the second floor. Now I've been given a penalty, this may be a good opportunity to attack them. If I get an option for that, I'm gonna not attack them because I am not a bitch. Let's fight some bulls. Give me your experience. Well, this one's easy to figure out at least. Nice, that's really lucky. Ideal preview. It's a little frustrating to still take damage to a guard, but I get why. Hello. do 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 do. You can definitely justify it both ways, because on one hand, Nero really wants to come across as like artsy genius, but at the same time, she also really tries to talk up herself as a fighter. You know, so both are very legitimate interpretations, in my opinion. These things have really good drop rate. I guess it also helps that we have the Nero skill that increases item drop rate. Which, by the way, is one hell of a fucking skill to have. Pretty fucked up, to be honest. Wait, where am I going here? There's some bees here, I don't need that. I'm not under leveled, so I don't need to hunt down every enemy. I can just fight the ones that are easy to fight and give good experience. Yeah, that's also relevant. It's gonna be attack. Nope, it's break attack break. I don't like these. They get bad experience and have a confusing pattern. There he is. How you doing, man? What's up? They're standing in a room someplace. It looks more spacious than normal. A slender man clad in green and the knight he serves. It's Dan and his servant. What do we do now, boss? They did appear right in front of us. We're handing their weapon. My servant squints their eyes upon hearing Dan's and Archer's words. We had an option earlier to attack them, and I chose not to do it, and God gave us information. I have a feeling the option is going to be here again. It seems as if you do not understand plain speech. Hide yourself away like the scurrying mouse you are. If you choose not to cower in the shadows, you will not be able to escape my blade, you know? Yeah, I can agree with that. You don't want to talk. I was the one hiding in the shadows before, but no worries. Feel free to hide wherever you wish. You're capable of great jocularity. The only one who feels the need to hide is you, Hunter of the Gloomy Forest. These two nerds shit-talking each other. Saber's words seem to take Archer totally by surprise, as if her words touch on his very core. For a moment, his normally calm demeanor becomes incredibly flustered. Hiding while mortal, hiding now in this vast sea. You have nothing of value save your skills at subterfuge. But you're fine of that, aren't you, Archer? In this battle, there's nothing for you to protect. How about you try to for a certain amount of gravity and decorum now? Oh, glad you hear you out. Nero's being a sassy little bitch here. Ha! I have no idea what sort of halcyon days you lived in, but you really seem to enjoy talking down to others, you pompous queen. Archer's eyes shine with evil intent. As he reaches under his cape, I fear he may unleash his noble phantasm. I'll hide myself as you asked, and I'll experience the slaughter of the Sherwood Force. Calm yourself, Archer. Your behavior is completely out of character. Yeah, I know. Sir Bossman, your request is kind of a pain in the ass, you know? You do realize who I am, don't you? Asking me to fight toe to toe. Are you drunk or something? I really don't get it. If you take away the element of surprise, what else is there left for me? My looks, maybe? My sweet handsome face? Alas, his powers only work on simple village lasses. Charisma. E. You wish to complain? Is your prowess as a hunter so dependent on the power of the faceless king? No. Well, I mean, even I get nervous around that, okay? I do have pride in my archery skills, though. Fire that in mind. A sniper such as myself would know more than anything else about your skills. And what I know would send chills to most people. I have confidence in you, Archer. I like this. I like that he's basically is telling his servant, "Hey, hey, you're good at this. Don't be such a pussy." Is essentially their dynamic. It's not like I have a choice. I disapprove all of this, but I will obey. He is my master, after all. Fortunately for me, my opponent is a mere chick. I really attack directly, but it shouldn't matter in this case. Are you insinuating my master's a hatchling? You know not your place, though your words befit a mere archer. It's alright. I will not complain of the excitement added to this droll fight of a frail man. You will recant your oddness when I have your liver on my blade. And you say I'm the haughty one? Hey, little girl, you need to put a muscle in your pet. When it comes to regrets, I've already been down that road. Don't care anymore. Besides, are you telling me to regret winning? What kind of reverse psychology are you playing at? What a spectacle you are. How I will enjoy making an arrogant braggart like you eat crow. But I am benevolent. I will grant your worthless life some glory by personally defeating you. Jesus Christ, Nero. Calm down. Damn, kid. This pampered king of yours is less a gaudy lapdog and more a feral pooch. Aha, I think I understand you now. Let me guess, you're big on athletic competitions and such, right? Indeed, I adore them. So much that I would be participating in them right now if I were not disposed. Yep, as I thought, you're completely immune to sarcasm. I mean, hey, some are narrow. Well, since you're an aristocrat, after I tear a new hole, make sure to line it with lace. Oh, it is a fight. No choice. Break, attack, guard is what I'm gonna assume is happening here, but let's try it out. Do it like this. See how it works out. Buff. Oh, that was a guard. Interesting. Does he do like guard, attack, break, break, attack, guard maybe? Interesting. I'm gonna try that out. Let's try it. Looks like I might have been right. Okay, never mind. That was okay, so that's guard, attack, break, and then there was, I think, attack, break, guard. No clue what his patterns are, so he's gonna go in and see what happens. Gain strength. The heal's pretty nice. If you actually know what's going on, it's useful. Ow. friends to fight. I'm tired of this. Yo, this whole deal is totally a waste of time and effort. I'll not allow vulgar and petulant language, Archer. As my servant, I wish for you to behave as a knight. Sure, suffocating, boss man. I know. Foul play and stuff is a no-no. Cut off my arms and legs already. I've heard these things people have called personalities. Well, if I have to, the best artist can shoot with their teeth. Pretty hardcore. Alright, I'll be your knight in shining armor. I'm not so hot at being a knight, but I'm not too bad with a lance. Excellent, Spirit. We're already en route to the next battlefield. Do not let your focus sway. You seem to have made it through intact, Master. Once we're sure that Dan and Archer have left, Saber relaxed a little. A small smile forms on the lips. He spoke of his home, Sherwood Forest. It was a bit vague, but the astrology readings from that Rani person did come in handy. Also, Dan mentioned a fairly important keyword, the Faceless King. This new info, I think I'm closing in on Archer's true name. I should look into this more when I return to campus. Yeah, there we go. There's a little bit more research and we'll be able to completely, do I wanna, how's my experience at right now? I can grab a level. I don't need to grab a level because there's another day of the arena, I think. Just in case, I'm gonna do a save state here. For the small chance that there's no arena next day. Actually, I'm just gonna ask it real quick. Stan, there's an arena. I get to go into the arena next day, right? It's not a one where I'm like skipped past it. If you don't want to answer that, it's also fine. I can just live with my choices. Because like if this is the last run into the arena before the Colosseum, then I wouldn't want to get on the level, but if it isn't, then obviously I can just get the level next time. Choices. I'm gonna not take the risk just in case. Break. This maybe? Yes. We were supposed to meet Dan. This is kind of a confusing wording, but she was saying we would meet Dan, not her professor. I was also a little bit confused about it, but that's what she meant. There's another bee here, I think. Oh, one's already dead. So let's head over here to a Chompy boy. Yes, there he is. Come here. Come here, Chompy boy. I'm gonna be, I mean, here's the thing, and I will admit the complete bias. I am almost guaranteed to enjoy Babylon just because there's gonna be more Kana Ueda playing Ishtar and Erush. So even if all the action is bad, I'm still gonna have a good time just from Erush and Ishtar scenes, you know? Over here, I might as well grab this experience. Yeah, these ones are pretty solid pattern, I think. tricky one to learn, but then an easy one to figure out. This should be... So, if I remember these correctly, I think it's attack and 4 breaks, right? Just in case, let's just slap him with the pedals. It's fun that her Noble Phantasm in FGO is just her first skill. But with the Roman Colosseum opera thing added in. Because I think her MP is actually supposed to just be like a zone that boosts her, right? It doesn't actually, it's not actually an offensive Noble Phantasm, it's just a huge buff for herself. Oh, hello. Nice timing. Guess I get some more free experience. Sped up Nero sounds funny. Oh, I can tell that I'm over leveled now because I'm getting reduced experience. Only getting 100 from these now. That's a good sign to show that I don't need to farm next day. Activate high-speed movement. Time Axel. Let me pass. Now let's get out of here. Yes! Yes. And here's a really cute list. So we've exceeded the target level by 1, and we have obtained everything on all floors, so we're good. Keyword Sherwood Forest. In distant past, it was the forest said to be the place where a famous chivalrous thief fought against the tyranny of John, Richard the Lionhead's younger brother and ruler in Absentia, while Richard was away on the Crusades. It is also a forest that, according to Druid beliefs, is where the fairies dwell. It would be very cute if she woke up when you clicked out of this screen, but I understand why she doesn't. Alright, that's as good a time as any. We'll take a break here. It will be a little bit longer, maybe 20 minutes break this time, because I'm gonna make something to eat. But I will do a second ping in Announcement Hall, just in case, because of the extended break this time. But I'm gonna get dinner now, so make sure to get your good. I accidentally switched on off my mic too early there. Get your good eats on. Take care. Da 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 dun. Da dun 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 dun. Return. I'll start up in another 3 minutes. The curve was pretty good. It wasn't fantastic, but considering I got it for free, I'm quite satisfied. Cancel culture is fucking whack. Fucking Drumbler, man. You can't even call it Tumblr anymore. Tumblr is dead. It's a new era of Twitter bullshit. Curry's pretty good. Wasn't great, but definitely worth the zero money. It was alright. And now back to the Bridiogrames. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Days remaining 1. Tomorrow is finally the day of the elimination battle. Since the enemy already used the command seal to our benefit, I doubt we will have much trouble. Still, in order to protect you, Praetor, I may need to display my true abilities. She's saying she might unleash her noble phantasm. We'll need to use it eventually, after all. However, today, like yesterday, I see hesitation in her eyes. Why are you hesitant? If you don't want to. On one hand, this one is very direct, but on the other hand, this one is less accusing. I feel like this one is the better one because it puts a different mood to the confrontation of it, right? If you ask why are you hesitant, then it's an aggressive stance, while this one is a passive response. No, that is a frivolous thought. I'm the blade that protects you, and I will be anything you wish. The issue drops, but some unease lingers in my brain. Someday I may make the decision to use my servant's full abilities. The curry was decently spicy, which you can hear from me having a little bit of nose strip. I retrieved my cipher keys. Oh, damn, she did. Wait, how did you get 2 cipher keys in one day? She's too powerful. I retrieved my cipher keys. I'm missing information on my enemy, but I'll power through it. So you got that much more information about him. That's a good thing. Predicting your enemy's moves gets easier the more you know. I can't believe the NPCs can cheat through the game mechanics. It's the second round already, and my opponent is still weak. When can I fight someone strong? Sorry, I didn't realize you were still alive. What's that supposed to mean? Bitch? What are you implying here? It's been a trip, but the two of us should say our goodbyes now. Your luck won't hold out twice in a row. Goodbye, Yusuga. What? What? Everyone's being a bitch today. I don't deserve this treatment. Fucker. You have to use Unable Phantom soon. If not, your battles from here on out will be pretty difficult. The Faceless King. According to Celtic tradition, during the festival of Beltane, people pray to the spirit of the forest, Jack of the Green, for the arrival of spring. Sherwood Forest, a forest located near Nottingham, England. I think this one's pretty fun because if you just hear the word Nottingham, I think any human being on the planet would go, "Oh, Robin Hood," right? The name is so tied to Robin Hood. It is a dense forest of ancient oak trees where at one time thieves were said to inhabit its depths. It's like, oh, the Sheriff of Nottingham. There's an awful lot you need to learn about your enemy before you can find out their real name. You can fight without knowing, but it's so much better when you have the whole picture. Can't wait to see how your match turns out. My opponent this time is even weaker than Shinji. If you can win this battle, then I'll have to start worrying. Calm down, dude. I'll kick your ass later. I don't even have to kick your ass because you're an NPC. And that's not an alt-right slur. That is true, GS. Yeah, that would be pretty funny if you go like, oh, it's clearly Robin Hood, and then it's fucking the sheriff, and they're like, ah, fuck. But yeah, that's fair. But if you combine what we have seen of Robin Hood with Nottingham, like even if we ignore a lot of the other nods with just, you know, he uses a bow and he's stealthy, I think that combined with Nottingham is a pretty good sign. But you are still correct. But at the same time, it kind of sounds fun too in a story like that where you just make wild assumptions about the enemy's class, the enemy hero. Tomorrow's your second elimination battle. You have everything you need to win. If you need to find your triggers or get more information, today's the last day to do so. And also make sure not to talk to any more thoughts. Hey, Ronnie. Whether the outcome favors Aten or Amber, the ripples cast by this event will change nothing. Okay, that's a bit harsh. How about Rin? Rin. No! No! It's not Rin! Ah. Where'd she go? It's an organ. It's wooden, so it must be old. But it's been lovingly maintained. Wait, you still saying the same thing, baby? Yeah, she is. We need to become stronger so we can tap that. Want to do an alteration? Yes. Hey, stranger. There we go. 40. And we'll put the other two in strength. It will be years before you can face me. It's good this even though it still throws me off because I expected not to. It's a good design that the wanna do more always defaults to no. so you can tap through it. Hey, I found a Japanese snowball bush in the garden. Serendipitous, as it symbolizes resolve. One must have resolve to accomplish anything worthwhile. I wonder how strong yours is. Stronger than yours, bitch. Right, Tiger. I got your sunglasses. Ah, you found our glasses. Thank you so much. You really helped out. Here, Tiger, the demonic eye blockers. As a token of my appreciation, allow me to present to you this fabulous decorative plant. You have received Tiger's house plant. I'll be sure to give the glasses back to her, so don't worry about it doing it yourself. Ah, this fucker's gone now. She literally has a mental barrier of headaches. I think the migraine skill is actually supposed to be that her brain is just in constant overdrive, right? It's like non-stop overclocked. So that also makes sense for why she's resistant to mental attacks. What's up, Team Suga? You've got time to waste. You should explore the arena. You should know by now. No pain, no gain. Hey, nice flowers.
まだ剣に乗せる魔力が薄い。奏者よ。さっさと精進するのだ。
It seems like she has I think she has like she has one I have nothing to say dialogue per week. And this is her second week one as compared to the I have nothing more to talk about that she had the first week. Welcome back, Liz. What's up? We're pretty close to it. We'll be doing it today, clearly. We're on the 6th day. And we have done any grinding to this. We're just gonna run through, essentially. I finally got the lowdown on the legendary super spicy bean curd. Father Kotomine supposedly came up with the recipe. I already can put away 5 servings. I can't wait to test my mettle and my tolerance for spices. I must somehow survive. I like this guy. I like food guy. I hope he makes it through a few more rounds by the power of good eating. For the first round, most masters were just trying to get a feel for how things work here. Virtual or not, this is the Holy Grail War, and it's called a war for a very good reason. Here, losing just doesn't mean a hit to your pride, but the end to your very existence. Hopefully you and I will be able to speak again, Yumsuke. Good luck with your battle tomorrow. Finally, someone is just not saying, hey, you're dead, bye. That girl is alright, the other ones, no. The more I see of this place, the more I regret ever signing up for this whole ordeal. If I go down, promise me that you'll keep my honey company, okay? I'm serious about this. Oh, you wanna be NTR'd? You wanna be NTR'd, huh? Okay. Corner host, a little fucker. We're just gonna run right through this time. Ain't nothing to do here. The more you fight an enemy, the more you write down their info over time. So once you fought a certain amount of enemies, you start getting more and more info about them. I have nothing more to do in this dungeon. I am on level. There we go. You just move on to the final day. Nothing to do in the dungeon today. We've finished everything. We are above the recommended level. We're good to go. We have reached a point where experience has been reduced, so nothing more to do there. Ah, she's awake. Unfortunate. The elimination battle is tomorrow. If you and I do our best, we will emerge victorious. Indeed, we will not only grasp victory, we will pound them over the head with it. Yeah, good. And we're ready to do the proper info break. Elimination battle begins. Today is the elimination battle. I trusted your preparations went smoothly. I turned towards the voice coming from behind me. He wears the clothes of a priest, which in the end only makes his snide tongue more jarring. Come to the first floor and ready. You can do something trifling like stop by the commissary if needed. Apparently finished, he opens the door and lets himself out. In preparation for the elimination battle, I should go to the chapel and the commissary. Or I could go to my personal room and sort out my information on the enemy servant. And then, once that's in order, I'll go to where Kotomine is. If I remember correctly, everything's always empty on this day. At least the last few times it's been completely empty, so I think we'll just do the room and then head over and get slapping. Hey Nero, how you doing? You wanna talk with me? No. You wanna organize the information with me? Yes. Alright, let's review the information we have. Dan Blackmore. Our opponent this time is a veteran soldier, so they could never hope to make up. Decades of experience in a week. He's clearly got the advantage. I'm the inferior master, but when it comes to servants, his servant's class is... It's Saber, I believe. It has to be Archer. It's Rider. It has to be Archer. That day in the arena, the servant fired a poison arrow at me. That kind of precise marksmanship was enough to tell me the enemy's class is Archer. It's also clear that said shot severed some kind of bond between master and servant. Dan forbid his servant to use his bow to fire poison arrows. That bow is his noble phantasm called... The name of the noble phantasm that Dan forbid his servant from using was... Fragrant Bow. Blessed Bow. U-Bow. The name of the servant's unerring bow is the U-Bow. After Archer revealed it in prep period, Dan utilized the command seal to disable its further use, telling him to fight fairly, fighting face to face with honor and pride. Seeing as how Archer fought so differently in life, of course he doesn't get his master's values. The girl who helped me deduce that was the sky-gazing beauty from the 3rd floor, Rani. With the remains of the Archer's arrow, he showed me the forest he held dear. The name of that forest was... Forest of Darkness. Schwarzwald. Sherwood Forest. Matrix level E. It's obvious. It's Lil Jon. Right, it was Sherwood Forest. And there's only one legendary soul who was active there. Robin Hood. There's zero doubt as to the enemy Archer's true name. Even with his true name and taking into account the discord between master and servant, can I win? Our servants are pretty evenly matched, so if I can step up my game as a master. I think it's a fun dynamic that Drake is clearly a more powerful servant than Nero is, but Shinny is a shitty master. And then for this one, the master is better, but the servants are pretty evenly matched in quality. It's Robin Hood! While the origins and the legends of the chivalrous thief who dwelt in the Sherwood Forest are a subject of constant and spirited debate, it is generally acknowledged that there was an actual person who held the name Robin Hood, and that he died at the hands of his aunt, the Prioress of Kirklees, who is believed to have bled him to death in the guise of administering aid for his wounds. However, many of the exploits attributed to him are a curious amalgamation of Celtic, Greek, and Druid mythologies. One of the most persistent of the Robin Hood legends identifies him originally as a faceless hero who was born from the prayers of residents of the British Isles. Aware of the seemingly endless incursions and invasions of their country, they asked the heavens for someone to fight off the foreign invaders. A concurrent legend pegs Robin Hood as a representation of the Green Man, a spirit of the woods who would carry out the actions and deeds that the common layperson could not. It was this belief that transformed the name into a title assumed by a number of nameless, faceless heroes who took up the mantle of protecting the people. Those who assume the identity of Robin Hood tend to be very conflicted young men. Incredibly virtuous and honorable, yet always working out of the shadows like an assassin or thief, there seems to be a slight tinge of cowardice to their makeup. To cover the self-loathing that also seems to be part of every Robin Hood's personality, they all uniformly adopt a somewhat combative and derisive attitude. And though every person to adopt a Robin Hood persona truly values life above all else, they have little appreciation for their own. Like the original Robin Hood, he is under the protection of the fairies and is well versed in the archaic lore of the Druids. And, like all defenders of the forest, his knowledge of naturally occurring medicines and poisons is second to none. That's neat, I actually didn't know that. I didn't know about the mythological part of Robin Hood. The recent Robin Hood movie that came out was fun, by the way. It was really dumb, but it had a really fun mechanic of like fucking medieval punk with weird SWAT cops, except like medieval SWAT cops with shotgun bows and Gatling gun ballistas and all that stuff. I don't think I'd recommend going, paying money for it. But if it's on Netflix or something like that, I would actually recommend it for people who just want to see some neat visuals. Me and my dad enjoyed it just for the interesting little stuff they put in. I had a fun time. I liked it. The most recent live-action one, obviously. Kingsman. I think it was the Kingsman guy. The one where he's like he came back from the Crusades and shit like that. I've talked about it a few times before and after I went to watch it, because I just really liked the weird visual ideas they had with it. Alright, let's go fuck up a dude. Actually, I wonder what's going on in the church. I don't think there's anything in the church, but I'm gonna go look. I think it was a really visual movie, and you had to really have a specific kind of aesthetic to enjoy it. But if you have that aesthetic that me and GS have, it's quite enjoyable. You now enter the Colosseum and confront the opposing master. Are you ready? Remember, the only way to leave the Colosseum is to win. If you are ready, I will open the gate. Let's go. Let's go fuck up an old man. The way to the Colosseum is now open, young master. I wish you the best of luck and hope that you will return. Remember, it's kill or be killed. It's the kind of thing where if you want it to be objective, it's not a great movie. It's maybe not even a good movie. The plot is not good. The characters are subpar, but I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it a lot. Like, what can you say, right? It was an entertaining movie with visual ideas that I found really stimulating. As a visual artistic person, I just enjoyed it all a bunch. It's fun for me. It's the kind of thing I think a writer would really not be a big fan of. Someone who just writes literature, I think, would find it a really unpleasant movie or just frustrating. Stuber? I haven't heard of that one. What is that? I admire that the man is made of stone. However, statues make poor conversation partners. Hey, servant. You look like a clown, so put on the show for us. Let us see your tricks or hear a poem. Huh? What's the point of talking to someone who's about to jump into their grave? Although I'm about ready to chew my arm off to get away from Grumpy here. The guy doesn't even have even fart without a purpose. I've given up on trying to make small talk with him. Hey, enemy master, why don't you try talking to Grumpelstiltskin over here? Got any hobbies? Oh, that sounds pretty fun, yeah. Dave Bautista, huh? That sounds fun. Need his gaze. Ask him why he's one of these two, obviously. I think we'd get a respectable answer out of this one. I'm gonna go with this one. There's no why in war. Once one enters the battlefield, they only fight to achieve their objective. A soldier does not need, no, cannot have a reason to fight. That is how things were when I was a soldier. Though my life has changed much since that time, I've never needed a why. You hate it and you're right. Like I said, the guy's a steel trap. Thanks for trying to pry him open. I can respect the pride and experience of a veteran army general. He's a fine opponent. Oh, it has a low critic score and a high viewer score? Yes, it's guaranteed to be something fun. I have come to the conclusion that a movie having a lower critic score is actually in its favor. Because you gotta always remember that critics basically judge things by how original they are, because they watch so many movies that they can't enjoy things that have been done before. In fact, I sympathize with such a prestigious man for being saddled with an impish legendary soul. Are you of honorable origins? Because your master cuts a better figure as a servant than you. I wish. My master's so straight-laced that a typical legendary soul like me gets tied up in knots. I'll let you in a little secret. Not all of us legendary souls were noble in life. I haven't really pointed it out earlier, but I'm not a fan of the fact that they say legendary souls instead of heroic spirits. It's not great. I can deal with it because it's like almost its own setting of Fate Extra, so like it doesn't really mess up my brain reading the story. But it's definitely a bit of a heroic spirit's such a good one though. Why say legendary souls? You know, that would be boring. Oh, and on that note, careful you don't get nailed from behind again. Heroes do not necessarily need to be noble, but their lives must be brimming with glory and beauty. At any rate, you seem to be an archer assassin. I am experienced with conducting assassination, but my master is not cut out for such methods. Besides, this is war, not politics. Haha, what's this domestic strife I'm sensing over there? You don't care for surprise attacks, master? How far is too far? No foul play? No dirty tricks? Heroic spirits is now the agreed on term, but I think Fate Extra was the first official translation of a Fate work to English. I'd say depends. I think if the enemy plays really dirty, then you can play dirty, but you generally shouldn't. That's the spirit. A clever person can turn anything into a weapon. This is gonna be a good fight. Don't get carried away, Archer. You call that getting carried away, Master? You're plundering our enemies for entertainment right before the battle. Yes, that is excessive. Ding! Correct. If you don't like it, then go put on a helmet to match that armor and drown out the sound. But I want to talk to our enemies. Why don't you listen in? Learn what kids these days are into. Because if you got anywhere ancient, they'd have to put you in a museum. Poorly phrased advice is duly noted, but mutual understanding will come on the battlefield. Haha, you have no idea how to have fun. With all this killing, you guys gotta unwind. A bowstring that's wound too tight snaps. Isn't that right? I have nothing against having fun. Right? Life's hella hard and then you die. If you don't enjoy yourself, then you'll just die miserable. Have you never gained a proper attitude to fight? Lighten up, master. Things would be so much easier for us if you accepted life as funny parts. I'd go on that undefended back of yours. That's how an archer should fight. I have to be nimble on my feet. Chivalry and ideology are all stiff and will just slow me down. Listen, Archer, you will fight as I direct. Not again. Fine, I get it. Your wish is my command. It's my master for you. He can't keep his chivalry in his pants, even with a kid like you around. I just wish he understood that not everyone can take pride in their lives. A sudden rumbling standing out of the spell of my opponent's words had put me under. We're at the battlefield. The time to fight a warrior of unparalleled determination has come. Let's go, Archer. The time has come to embrace the battlefield once again. It's time for the boss fight. Let's go! Let's go! All will be settled here, Archer. You said it. It's about time we gave this snooty princess her just desserts. They misspelled desserts there. Did you just call me a princess? You won't leave this place alive. That's empress to you. I am a grown woman. I hold you accountable if my master does me as princess. That's cute. So, don't call me princess. What if my master called me princess? No, I am an empress. No, respect me. Ah! It doesn't matter if I'm short. I don't care if I'm short. You shouldn't care if I'm short, so don't bring up that I'm short again. That's the part you found offensive? Aren't you a little too gung-ho about your master? Quite you? How dare you insinuate something when I'm not resolved on the matter myself? Okay. That's right. My master's mediocre in both performance and... Hey! Hey! Don't... I suppose my master's efforts up to this point deserve praise. Hey, Hakuno's cute. Don't be like that, Nero. To see a commoner rise against the mighty sets my heart racing. My master's out of your master's league. Your master's already as good as dead. I mean, Hakuno is a very average person because I'm pretty sure we're just an NPC that accidentally started working properly. But Hakuno is definitely more of a background, like, Hakuno is designed to look like a background character, right? Because my master, in spite of her lack of experience, works so hard and looks adorable trying. You may think my master's a chick. With me by his side, my master will grow into big strong bird. But your master, dying raven, do you even have the strength to fly? Your insight is keen. I hear you were a tyrant in life, but I see you deserve to be a legendary soul. Don't be so humble, master. You've got a wish too. No one has the right to scoff at that. Shut your trap, Saber. Unless you want me to nail your tongue to the floor with an arrow. Remember, lead by your words. Leave your impudence. You care for your master as deep as I care for mine. Whenever you're ready, Hunter, I'll race your Sherwood Forest. Boss fight. Boss fight. Oh wait, I forgot to change to the stun skill. Oh well, it should be okay. I'm not very good at using it anyways. Better to just have the luck buff.
正面から切り合う収支替えかあーちゃ
ああ、水郷のマスターに当てられてな。だがまあ、これはこれで
I think it's gonna be break, attack, guard.
お前の力はどの英霊にも見劣りはしない。
That has a real fucking voice on him. Can I use a skill and a skill at the same time? I can, interesting. And guard, break, break. Guard, attack, like so.
任せな旦那。
気が利くね集い心臓の泉よさって天上するぞそこを動くな
Ho ho ho! Big damage.
アーチャー。
受けるがよい
おい来た。死にな。
Ow.
こいつは楽勝だな旦那。
まだだ。最後まで引き金から手を離すな、アーチャー。
If he ends with a break, then I'm gonna assume he feels like he's gonna start with attack, right? Use a veil here and attack. I'm having some issue figuring out his pattern, so I'm just gonna do what I can with it. Let's use a ether shard here. And I have a feeling this one's gonna be a guard. First one's an attack. Break. Yeah, I'm gonna try with this. Guard, skill, attack, break, attack, attack.
行くぞマスター
Let's see how it goes.
生き物ってな、これだけで死ぬもんだ。
Guard on the first one.
天幕よ落ちよのさい
There's the poison, by the way.
気が利くな
旦那。
いいだろう。仕留めるがいい。魔弾の車種よ。
There's remedy and let's see. He likes using guard on the first turn, I've found. I'm gonna take a chance and say that this is guard.
行くぞマスター気が利くな
Oh, that's lucky actually. So if you're poisoned, he's gonna use a special move, it looks
の
like.
さいくぞ
And once they cured the poison, the extra went away.
我が墓地はこの矢の先に。
Woohoo! I think if I had been poisoned there, I would have gotten fucked. Oh boy. Yeah, I have a feeling if you let him poison you, then he one-shots you with that, huh?
ここからだ。
I'm gonna take a chance using breaks here. See if I can heal out.
任せな旦那。
気が利くな
Yeah, he was guarding on the first one. He seems to guard on turn 1 a lot, is what I'm noticing very reliably. He definitely guards a lot. Gotta make sure, definitely need these remedies. I'm glad I brought a bunch of them. Let's see. Let's try. Let's not risk this one. I feel like this one is just there's a chance that she's gonna do some bullshit. So let's do this and break. Oh yeah, he's gonna. I don't need to guard a second because he's gonna use his NP on the second one actually. Now that I think about it, so I can do it like this, and this should work. Oh, no, that was one attack. Uh-oh. He definitely guards a lot. Maybe like this. I think I heal on the break attack even if he's using a skill or something like that, so there's a nice bonus bit of healing. Looks like it's about 40 to 50 healing each time I break, so that's very useful. The skill, if your enemy doesn't spam attack, you can definitely make use of it. Oh, it didn't poison me this time either. That's nice. That's a lot of these. He's almost certainly gonna break here, so I'm gonna do it like break, attack. Fount of the healer. Break, guard. Attack, like so. This should work out. I think he's guarded on the first turn every time, so that's definitely the most reliable move that I've found so far. Ooh, cutting it close on HP though. Let's heal up. Break, break, attack. So maybe? Should be good. I think we've got this one in the bag. The Fawn of the Healer really ended up working out here for the free healing. Fucking remedy though. He's a scary guy. Third one. I've seen a lot of attacks in the second to last one. Let's try it like this. Yep. Oh, Faceless King. What's that? This is pretty scary. Does it give him advantage no matter what? Oh! Ah! Ah! 2 HP! Oh! This is a scary fight. Jesus Christ. Oh man.
生き物ってな、これだけで死ぬもんだよ。見えてるぜ。
Oh, this is an ass clencher here. I'm out of mana, but I can use a. This is when I use a nether fragment. Let's be honest. This is when we use this. It seems like he just attacks and breaks in this, attacks and guards a lot once he's just Faceless King. I'm unsure exactly how it works, but I'm just really glad there's been a lot of guards that slam through. Woo, that one was... Oh man, if I was a level below, if I had not been able to grab those extra fucking points of defense from being one higher level, that would have been a loss right there. Jeez. What did that do? I'm curious. Robin Hood Fate Extra. I'm very curious what this one did. I'm gonna look it up. What face may king? Well, it doesn't say here. It seems it changes his attack pattern, is my guess. Because I saw that he can't use the Yubo and the Faceless King at the same time. He has to do one of them. So presumably it changes up his attack pattern. Dan was a cool guy, man. Rest in peace, dude. We deal the enemy a finishing blow. Feels like I'm watching in a slow motion as Archer's chest is impaled. Dan Blackmore looks dazed. He's staring at my saber as if my servant is some divine being. My master's more ability and more determination than you. So how... No, Archer. It seems I still lacked experience. I doubted myself too greatly in this tournament. It seems having a reason to fight is not the same as truly believing in that reason. I never doubted my desire to be a warrior, but that life has given me regrets. I wanted the Holy Grail to bring back my late wife. Aww. Hey! 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 What a silly delusion. My whole life I praised myself for giving up my individual feelings and aspirations, like a good soldier. Only at the very end did I dare to have my own goals and decide to abandon military life. I can't believe I was trying to fight as just a man. It was foolish of me to pit my pride as a knight against my feelings as a person. So foolish. I just wanted to get back what I had lost before the end. But I wonder which one I wished for. My late wife, or the person I was before I became a soldier. The little knight falls into silence. Both he and his servants start to disintegrate. Bud, I'm surprising you. When you unleash your final attack, you had no doubt in yourself. Even though you can't describe what it is yet, there must be something that gives you a purpose. My wish to bring back the dead was nothing to boast about. Though your trials are many, Keep living, young one. Your struggles will steel your determination. Now, I apologize to have to seem like this, but I am at peace in my defeat. Because for the first time, I am the ground from which a youth with a bright future might grow. His final smile was beaming. Dan Blackmore's face was no longer stern, but kind and grandfatherly. I knew I wasn't cut out for a fair fight. You needed someone better than a charlatan like me. I'm so sorry. Another servant wouldn't have failed you like this. No, I'm the one to blame, Archer. Restricting your actions was selfish and damaging to your dignity. It's late for that now, Master. You have no idea the torment you've been putting me through. Why are you apologizing anyway? You're making me sound like a moron here. And why did you care about me? Whether we win or lose, I still vanished at the end. I mean, I did have a wish of my own, but I was more interested in having a good time. Gotta tell you, it's been rather boring to fight for you, Master. Haha, there's something else to apologize to you for. A warrior's pride must have held no value to you. As long as I don't have to do it every day, it's a decent change of pace. Boring as it's been, playing Knight was a healthy thing for me to try, you know? Well, although I was never given a chance, I've always wanted to try being a badass knight. Dan's Archer looks down as if in embarrassment. He mumbles under his breath as if he doesn't want us to hear. So, really, don't apologize. We had a good run, and there's nothing to feel ashamed about. Alright, that explains that. So, you're supposed to use guard when he uses it, huh? Jeez, I didn't even think I'd be able to pull off a single battle in this stupid tournament. In life, I had everything I wanted. Wealth, fame, friendship, success. But a fair fight was the one thing I never had, so it's okay. I finally did something I was never able to do. Actually, I guess you're supposed to use skills during Faceless King. But essentially, it's just a nuke over the period of the entire fight. Like he said, it was the end. Moments later, he vanished. He looked at peace. He lived his life in the shadows, protecting his village without acknowledgement. In his final moments, it seemed that he had found a way to get beyond the bitterness he felt. I'm sorry. Thank you, Archer. Yumusuga, could I trouble you to listen to the dying words of an old man? From here on out, no matter what enemy you may encounter or who you have to defeat, feel it, think about it, process it. Accept your doubts, but don't be crippled by them. Above all, accept the consequences of your actions, until all you learn and feel the strength. If you wait until the end to think, you'll end up with regrets. And, if possible, I'd like you to get meaning from your battles. Though, through combat, find the reason you fight, and the reason you can't lose. Find your answers. It's your responsibility to have the answers when you survive this war. Do you understand, Rising Star? Don't forget. Finally, I'll be able to see you again. It's been too long, man. What a guy. He whispers a woman's name. It is spoken in a hopeful tone. With his answer warming his heart, Dan Blackmore disappears. Praetor, your growth is lacking, and you have yet to use my power to its fullest. The last master was disgraceful, but this master was a seasoned warrior. Even though you emerged victorious from battle with his servant, you are still green. However, truly, it's not as if nothing was gained. I have seen the look of a warrior pass over your face. Even though Saber's criticism is harsh, her praise is sweet. I don't know what the look of a warrior is, but if I've changed... Dan, was it? Did you happen to gain any impression from fighting him? Yes. I see. If you believe as such, then it's all well and good. I will see what you have or have not gained in the fight to come. The next battle. Right, there's a third round, then a fourth, and so on. I'm still kind of lost. But if that's the path before me, then I owe it to the lives lost so far to keep fighting. Right or wrong, that's one way to think about things. Yes. Thank you. Now this is a reward for finishing the week. Such good noises, dude. Dan Blackmore, Master. True name Robin Hood. Noble Phantasm the Jubo, Holy Bow Supplication. Surprisingly good stats, by the way, considering Robin Hood is not exactly a superhero. Though he's a well-known hero, so I guess that helps out, but B rank in 3 skills is pretty impressive. And of course, A rank subversion. Faceless King. A king without form who, according to the Celtic tradition, appears in the May Day festival, what followed the festival of Beltane. He is also seen as a personification of nature who uses copious amounts of green and brown in his clothing in order to completely blend in with his surroundings. I mean, he's better than us. We got all these. These nuts! This skill allows one to seriously reduce their enemy's might before facing them in battle. It is an ability used by those who mastered the art of setting traps. But achieving an A rank in this skill, one can disable almost 60% of their enemy's forces before they get the chance to advance. However, the higher the ranking of this skill, the lower one's reputation as a hero becomes. Just one of the many young men to take up this title, this particular incarnation was a virtual outcast, living on the fringes of the village located near the spot where his parents had died. Almost against his will, he was caught up in a battle to repel an attack by a nearby lord's army and successfully led those who fought by his side to victory. As he never identified himself during the course of the fight, he was referred to as the mythical Green Man by the villagers he had helped save. The only child of a wandering druid, he was orphaned at a very young age when both of his parents died suddenly. As the son of a druid, he instinctively knew how to survive in the forest, and was able to communicate with the spirits known as fairies. It was this ability that made him an outcast in his village, as the villagers were suspicious of his powers, and accused him of being possessed. Although the villagers held no love for him, nor he for them, he felt obligated to help them in any way he could. With his successes against the tyranny of the local lords to spur him on, and the hopes and the wishes of the villagers pinned to his deeds, he took up the bow and mantle and became the latest incarnation of Robin Hood. And like those who came before him, he dressed in the clothes of Lincoln Green, armed himself with a bow of yew, and surrendered his identity and true self for the good of others. However, no good deed goes unpunished, and the villagers quickly turned on him in hopes of channeling the anger of the local nobility away from themselves and onto this mysterious rogue who rampaged through the forest, claiming that they had no knowledge of who he was, nor did they ever claim to be thankful for his help in restoring the village. Even though the people he vowed to help turned on him, he continued to protect and assist them from the shadows. With every poisoning, every ambush, his reputation as a coward and criminal grew, despite his honorable intentions. After 2 years of almost constant fighting, he was eventually betrayed and assassinated by one of the local lords whose ire he had raised. It was this young man who fought so that others could lead the quiet life he dreamed of, that joined the ranks of legendary souls found worthy to fight in the Holy Grail War. Yeah, not much different from Emiya. Medieval Emiya, essentially. Sweet dreams, Nero. Sweet dreams.
生存のための搾取、繁栄のための決断。その行為は野蛮ではあるが、否定することもまたできない。死の淵でこそ得るものもあるだろう。
Interesting place to start. 3rd floor and everything. Remaining midday 0, huh? What is... All of a sudden, the hairs on the back of my neck rise. I'm overtaken by an eerie chill. I don't even have time to call my servant or to brace myself. I'm flung backwards as if by an invisible hand. There's a wall behind. I'm going to crash. What is happening? Where am I? Instead of colliding with a wall, I suddenly found myself in unfamiliar surroundings. My head is spinning trying to keep up, but it seems like I was somehow teleported elsewhere. Wait, I'm in there, woo. This is the Colosseum that was used twice. The details are different, but the framework is the same. If this really is the Colosseum, there must be an enemy nearby. My thoughts freeze and my breath hitches when I realize this. Uh-oh. I know that fucker. I look around, I see a sinister man with piercing eyes who's wearing clothing that looks aflame. I am numb with fear. He intends to kill me. That much is unmistakable. He's like death personified. I've only heard of assassins, but I have no doubt he is one. Or I've only heard of assassins, but I have no doubt he is one. If I take my eyes off him for 1 second, I'm a goner.
脆弱にも程がある。魔術師とはいえ、ここまで非力ではデクにも劣ろう。ウーをくびり殺すのも飽きた。多少の手応えが欲しいところだが。小娘、お主はどうかな?
Hey, it's the incel. Spirited one. I'm glad you came this way, girl. What a shame. We've run out of time. The system's limits saved your life. Hopefully we'll fight again someday. I'm looking forward to it. I realize I'm standing where I was originally, but I'm not out of the woods yet. Things are still pretty bizarre. Even though the hallway looks like normal, there's an ominous weight to the air. How did someone like you manage to evade that? But a sound, the black-clad teacher appears a few meters in front of me. Sinister eyes from under a mop of black hair direct a piercing gaze my way. I thought you were a small fry. There is a reason, Gem. I think it's gonna be said here. Maybe you have a superior servant or hidden abilities. How do I manage to survive their demon's fist? The man's aura changes. It sharpens, honing into a point as if it were a wicked blade. One directed straight at me. It's ideal to dispatch you here. Looking at my neck. A bead of sweat drips off my chin. Takes a step toward me. Aha! You're the psychopath who's been killing masses after school. I thought so. The girl in red clothes appeared out of a classroom where none should have been. Save me, Ren! Help!
Kisama.
Ren Tosaka? My reputation precedes me. I see the intelligence network of the Hori Foundation has been busy. Although I'm pretty hard to miss. You tell me, Julius Burke his car away? Well, he's certainly not Kuzuki, that's for sure. Since you're from the Foundation's counter-terrorism unit. Kuzuki answers to the name of Julius and smiles thinly. It's risky of you to save an enemy. Do you intend to make this girl your ally? How absurd! They've got nothing to do with this. In fact, why haven't you killed them yet? I'll be laughing when you end up stabbed in the back. Terrorist! A cruel smile plays over his lips as he continues walking toward the end of the hallway. He sends a cold glance my way. So, you are called Yumisuka. I shall remember this. His predatory pupils still trained on me. The man disappears into the walls of melting away. He's been hacking the system's character profiles to his heart's content, I see. With an unscrupulous enemy like that, I'd better be on my guard at all times in the school. So he's literally programmed it so that the system thinks he's an NPC, and also he has no clip. This guy's cheating. The girl starts talking to herself after the man has faded away. Then he turns toward me. He has a cold look in her eyes. They're all that different from the look in that Julius's eyes. So that look. I didn't come to save you. I wanted to say hello to the Harwaist assassin. You're my enemy too. It's not like I care if you died now. I'm impressed you made it past the second round. I didn't think you had it in you. Being Tsun. Here's the Tsun, Tsun, the Tsun, Tsun. I mean, you kind of had a rough time of it. That's why I... what am I saying? Later then. Be careful not to lose the life that just got saved for you in the third round. The girl smiles briefly before rushing off. Good.
死を悼め。失った者への追悼は恥ずべきものではない。死は不可避であり、争いがそれを助長するのなら、死を悼み、戦いを憎み、死を認め、戦いを収めるがいい。
Rin has very high buy energies. That's unarguable. Down to 32. The next competence will be announced on the second floor bulletin board. No classmates. I don't like that. Don't like that. No, sir. Posted on the bulletin board are two names, as always. One is my name, of course, and the other is Master Alice. Oh, plot, a trickery. It's Alice! Battlefield, the third chimeric lunar sea. So you're gonna be my new playmate, lady? My next opponent is dramatically younger than the one before. She can't be more than 10 years old. Lady, you remember Alice, don't you? Alice thinks you and I can be friends. Finally, Alice will have a friend of her own. That's why when you left, lady, I was so sad and lonely. But when I came to this place, Alice was lucky enough to meet Alice. Alice is Alice's only friend. Alice finally found a friend in Alice. I think Alice is a little bit fucked up in the brain. That's why you aren't needed anymore. As long as Alice is Alice, nothing else matters. But you are my next playmate, so I guess I'll have to play with you. Try not to die too quickly. Alice will be sad, and Alice will be bored. She's like a doll only seen in a dream. I don't feel threatened like I did with Dan Blackmore. I don't trust this succulent doll, lolly doll. One's skills should not be judged by their age, especially when it comes to a magus. Things have become interesting. She seems to be a prodigy amongst the many players on the stage. That's right, only the strong survive here. It's possible that she's much stronger than Dan was. But the question remains, can I fight without holding back? My opponents up until now had an aura of power. It was easy to see them as worthy foes. But things are different now. Can I do this? Can I do to this little girl what I did to the others? I don't know if I don't. I'm as good as dead, but still. Remember to commit the crime. An electronic chiming sound comes from my terminal. The primary cipher key has been generated. Li Sueng or something like that, I think he's called. I was considering stopping here because we just finished a week of the story. I consider this might be a smoother time to end it than like going for another 30 minutes and then ending it. Regardless of who my opponent is, time in the Seraph passes at the same measured pace for all. The message I received informs me I'll be erased if I fail to find my triggers and get her in front of my foe. I shake off the effects of the girl's state and stare at my state of mind and try to focus on gathering information. I should talk to a few people first, but those acquaintances I made are probably of dubious reliability. Like, it's either ending now or just, you know, like ending at the end of the day after the arena, you know? So did any of you guys survive? Excellent! This guy survived. How you doing, man? Ha! I knew you'd advance again, Yumasuga. I think I'm better prepared for the possibility that we might get paired now. This guy's a decent guy. Rest in peace, this girl, though. I hope she ended up getting her ciphers, but she didn't win the fight. You survived somehow. Knowing is half the battle. Your attacks will be meaningless if your enemy sees them coming. I realized this during the second round. Your servant must be incredible for an area like Utah. Fuck off! What a bitch! What a bitch! Yeah, I think that's a decent one. Let's talk to Nero on that end for tonight. Because then we'll go fresh into the third floor. Well, I don't really care about Sherlock, so good for you.
通路ですれ違う魔術師の数も減ったな。頂点を決める戦いとはいえ、世はいささか寂しいよ。出会うことなく散っていったサーバントの中には、創作意欲をかきたてる者もいたであろうに。これが競技会であったのなら、すべての英霊が一堂に会したものは残念だ。トーナメント形式の欠点よな。
Sannen. Hehe. Nero's cute. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit tired, so I think I'll stop here anyways. Good, I'm feeling a bit of a... Thanks for coming, everyone. Good hustle. And it's also good to not wear myself out tonight, since tomorrow's the big fucking... Butcha of Fado stream. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And I will see you next time. Take care. And see some of you in the pit. Yep, now to form a little bit of meat.